Assalamu alaikum, welcome to my channel Code City. In today's video we are going to see that how can we implement a simple form validation in Flutter. So for that I already created a simple login screen, so let's take a quick overview of the code of that screen. So in that screen I take two text field. The first one is for the email address and the second one is for the password, and below that I have a elevated button. So that's just a normal simple screen for the login page. So we apply the validation on that screen. So let's start our validation. So for that, first we need to wrap our this column widget into a form widget. So for that, just go to on the column widget and press Alt Enter. So you see the option of wrap with widget. Just enter and just type form. So now we wrap our column widget into our form widget. Now the next step is we have to create a global key to uniquely identify our form. So for that, just write final my form key is equal to global key, and we have form state. So that's it. So with the help of this global key we can uniquely identify the form, and we have the access to the state of this form. So this will help in the validation that we will apply on that form. So to bind that key to our form, we have a property in the form widget that is called a key property. So in the key property, just put the name of the global key that we just created. So after that, if you see that we used a text field for our email address, and this text field doesn't have any method called validator. So to apply the validation, first we need to convert our text field into a text form field. So just convert this text field, just write a text form field, and same goes for the password field. Now in the text form field basically provides a method called a property called validator, and in that property just create a method, and this is the value that we get from the text form field, and just apply the validation in that method. So first we check if we need to check that email address cannot be null, and also cannot be empty. So for that, just check if value is equal to null or value dot is empty. So just return please provide email address, and if everything is okay, just return null. That null means that everything is okay, so you can proceed further. So now in the password field we apply the validation that password must contain at least 6 characters. That password should not be less than 6 characters. So for that, same goes for the password field as well. Validator value, and if value dot length is less than 6, so just return password must contain at least 6 characters, and if everything is okay, then just return null. So that's it for the validator method. We apply the validation for the email address and for the password. So we need to check this validation when the user press the login button. So for that, just go to our button, and in the onPressed method just call the if the key we just created, my form key dot current state dot validate. So this validate method check that all the validations will be okay or not. So if the validations are okay, then it will return true, otherwise it returns false. So if the validate is true, we just print in the log all okay. Okay, so otherwise it will throw an error on the text field. So let's just run this code. Now if you check, if I does not give any value on the email address or on the password and I just click a login button, it gives me an error that please provide email address and password must contain at least 6 characters. So if I give the email address at the rate, and if I give the password as well, so now if you check the log, it says all okay. So this is the way that you can apply the validation in the Flutter. So you can use a form widget, and you after that you have to create a global key to uniquely identify your form, and you have to use a text form field instead of text field. And in the text form field we have a property called validator, and we apply all the validations in our validator property in that method. And after that we call the current state of our form with the help of the global key to check the validation that if all are okay or not. So this will return either true or either false. So that is the way to apply the validation in Flutter. So if you have any query related to this topic, you can contact me on my email address, or you can also join my Facebook group. You can find the link in the description. So if you like my video, then don't forget to like and share my video, and also don't forget to subscribe my channel. So thank you.